Dear listener, you are now tuned into In My Concert Era. Put on your dancing shoes, grab a drink and enjoy as I look back on Ben Ellis performing at the garage and Henry Moodie playing in a church. Emerging Welsh pop star sings about playing shows in his bedroom. From supporting Henry Moodie to Alfie Dukes, this is Ben Ellis. I first saw Ben Ellis live supporting Henry Moodie on tour a year ago, and he'd announced his own headline tour, but by the time I decided to get tickets, it was sold out. Then he announced a headline show with BBC Introducing, which I managed to go to, and it was lovely. So as soon as he announced this tour, which he called My Love Stays on Tour, what an iconic name, I had to get tickets. And I made sure to get two so my best friend, that's Molly, could join me, because I had a feeling she'd love him just as much as I do. And she did. I think she's more obsessed with him than I am. She had a blast, I had a blast, we loved the venue, and we loved Ben, of course. She also loved one of the support acts a little too much, like, girl was practically falling in love. Anyway, so it was out the garage in Highbury, which I'd never been to before. I'd been to the Grace next door. Unfortunately, that now might be closed down, but hey-ho. It was great. It's not big, but it's not small, so I think it was the perfect size for Ben's show, and his support acts were lovely. There was Dolda, who are these identical twin sisters with the most lovely music. Think Dodie or Orla Gartner vibes, like very chill acoustic. It's a shame though, they've only got one song on Spotify, a song called Charlie. But, you know, there's this lovely song. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. Then there was Marty Perriman, you know, the guy that Molly almost fell in love with. He's your typical indie kid, you know, has the acoustic guitar, curly hair, which Molly loves. I'm not sure I liked all of his songs, but I definitely liked a few. This was one of them, called Running Back. I hope you like it.
Running back, running right back. If you want me back, then you got me back, got me back. I keep on running back, running right back. If you want me back, then you got me back, got me back. I keep on.
I must say, I will never get tired of hearing No One Sleeps in Hollywood. After all, it is my favourite Ben song, and, well, he plays it every time because where else is he going to get that no when he sings the lyric, in a couple of years am I still playing shows in my bedroom, or however it goes. Besides that though, because he played it at the last gig I went to of his, I loved Burnaphone. That was definitely a crowd pleaser. Don't you agree? Also, his performance of Never Getting Out. What a lovely, lovely song. It's just so beautiful. I know I say that a lot about so many different songs, but it really was so beautiful and wonderful and magical, whatever you want to describe it as. Just listen to it.
Walls are falling down, and we've been here before, like a million different shots. Throw attention in a landslide till we hit the ground. We're never getting out.
Am I right in saying it's beautiful? And on the topic of beautiful songs, He covered I Want Someone Badly by Jeff Buckley, if you know who that is. He is, or rather was, an American singer, popular in the 90s. I don't know much of his stuff, but I know he was a big phenomenon, and all the crowd went crazy when he started singing his song. So clearly, the Ben Ellis fans have heard of Jeff Buckley, and I'm just living under a rock. Well, I know who he is. I just don't know all of his songs. But it was beautiful. Again. I really need to think of a better word. Maybe I could use gorgeous or heartwarming. I don't know. On top of that, he had Alfie Dukes join him on stage to sing one of Alfie's songs, Amsterdam. If you don't know who Alfie is, he's an English pop singer who Ben supported on tour one time. Pretty much the whole crowd are Alfie fans. It's like the Jeff Buckley song all over again, but this time it's an Alfie Dukes song and Alfie's on stage. Like, oh my god, he's on stage, I love him so much, what the hell, this is like a full circle moment because Ben supported him on tour and now he's joined him on stage at his own tour. Okay, calm down. I do get it though, because I was like, oh my god, this is insane, like he's got Alfie on stage, and I only discovered Alfie through Ben, and I discovered Ben through Henry Moodie, and Henry Moodie just happened to be someone I came across during COVID posting covers on his Instagram. So there's my story. Well, that was Ben Ellis. Now it's time for Henry Moodie. You still haven't sent that junk text. From lockdown covers to supporting the Vamps and more, here is rising pop star Henry Moodie. This was the best pre-birthday weekend. Already I was on a high from seeing Ben Ellis, and then I got to see Henry Moodie too. In a church. Can it get any more? I was about to say beautiful. Can it get any more gorgeous? Wait, that doesn't sound right, does it? It can't get more wonderful than that. There we go. It was so magical. I'm still in awe. The songs were perfect for that setting, especially because he did an acoustic set. I think more artists should do some acoustic sets in a church, especially in one so pretty like the one I was in, or he was performing in. And I loved being able to hear his new album, Mood Swings, live for the first time. Especially some of my favourite songs off the album, like Me, Myself and I, which was this one.
I remember till the day I die. It's me, myself and I can't run and I can't hide. Best believe I try. Oh, I love and I hate it. 'Cause I always misbehaving, but I'm stuck with them for life. Me, myself and I.
And 10 years' time.
Got you on my mind. What if it's meant to be you and I? Holding hands till the day we die. What if you find love is not right? And it looks perfect by your side. What if I wish I could hit rewind? Oh, when I wake up.
He did also sing a few classics, but some of those classics happened to be on the album, such as Pick Up the Phone, mine and Molly's song. Although we've got loads of songs, and most of them are by Henry Moodie. What can I say? We love the boy. A part of me wishes I brought Molly with me, but because she'd gone to Ben Ellis with me the day before, I didn't want to burn her out. It was also an album release, and because of that you have to pre-order the album in order to get a ticket. Well, thankfully Banquet Records do allow you to buy one ticket on its own, which I did because I'd already ordered the album twice. A third would have been excessive. Otherwise, I would have taken her because she would have loved it and it would have been more fun. Well, it was still fun, but I wouldn't have been sat by myself. I'm looking forward to my next gig, which I think is Noisy, an indie EDM band. But in the meantime, keep listening to Ben Ellis and Henry Moodie, and I guess I'll talk to you later.